Hey everyone, John Henry here from School of Trade, and today we're going to be taking a look at a wave long here on the Russell. Now this is a last chance wave just because right now it's actually coming at the lows of consolidation. You can see the Russell's been really slow today, so we're expecting it to cycle back up to the highs again just based on the fact that we've been sideways. It's kind of like the trade that we saw yesterday where you're just kind of expecting the consolidation really just to hold, right? You've got that regular consolidation range. You're just expecting it to kind of ping pong back and forth. Now in this case, we're actually bouncing off the previous low of day, which they already rejected the first time. Now they're coming back and giving it one more attempt, and you can see now we're starting to reverse off of that. It is a little bit more aggressive of a trade just because of the fact that we still have these areas of resistance to go through. We've got some of these dashed lines here. We've got the BMTs to go through to get up to our first target here. Now if we start seeing a little bit of rejection in those areas, it may not be a bad idea to look to at least try to lock our stop into break even, or at least reduce the risk. But right now our risk is underneath that previous low of day, which is exactly where you want that stop to be right now. The fact that we're rejecting off, if we do end up coming back down below that previous low of day at 55.8, that's where the trade's invalid anyway. So moving the stop might not necessarily be a good idea. It may look like it is on the surface, but in this case, really, this is the part that we care about. We want to see this rejection here, and if it does fail, then it'll just stop us out, at our stop here at -9. So not a big stop by any means, but that does give it enough room to get underneath that previous low of day for a nice little safety stop there. So first target's going to be up at 58.8. I could see reason to take it off at 57.9. Again, if you start seeing rejection around that area, might not be a bad idea to maybe lock your stop to break even, but just like we talked about a second ago, our stop is in a structurally sound place. So leaving it as is, just let the trade go, and we'll see if they want to fill that first target up there at 55.8. So we'll be back in a little bit, and we'll see if they can get that push higher here. We're long at 56.5. First target's at 58.8. Second one is up at 1160.5. It's actually supposed to be 60.4. Bring that down a little bit. And now we wait. So we'll be back in a little bit and see if they have what it takes to get it up there. All right, we're coming into, oh, no, there we go. We got it filled. Perfect. So we got our target filled at 58.8. Now I'm going to lock my stop in, and actually we've got a little bit of room that we can lock it in a little bit tighter here. So I'm going to be looking at locking at 56.8 for right now. But overall, we're still gunning up to that final target at 60.4. We do have our protective stop locked in so that we are sitting in a little bit of a profitable position on the last one. Still a conservative area to kind of keep the stop, but looking for 1159.3 to be tested first. We need to break through that 59.3. Just because obviously that's the double top, that's the high of the range. So what I'm looking for is an expansion of this range. Sideways days, they usually don't respect these levels to the tick, right? What they do is they go up and blow through it a little bit, then come back down, blow through it a little bit, then come back up. That's kind of what we're looking for here at these highs. I'm going to expect it to go a little bit through it, hopefully high enough to get that target filled at 60.4, and then probably cycle right back down to the lows again. So it'll be another opportunity where you can look for another wave pattern short to hop in back to the downside, just to sell it right back down. So our stop is locked in to a profitable area. We've got 3 ticks locked in for our stop at least, and now we're just kind of waiting. The nice thing about this area now is we're above these dash lines, we're above the cloud and the BMT. The only thing we have to deal with now is just the current high of day. So now everything is on our side, where everyone, you can see they tried selling it. We hit that low, they sold it down a little bit. Got trapped in, stopped out, tried selling it again. Got trapped in, stopped out. That's where that big rally came from. So now we're just looking for another one where people are going to look at this and think, oh, well, maybe they're getting in short a little early, and then they'll get stopped out, fuel that move up into our target, and then we can look to sell back down. So it might take a little bit. Obviously, it's we just opened up, which is where a lot of this oomph came from. We got in this trade at 8:52, so we've been sitting in this one for almost 40 minutes or so, just waiting for this push higher. So we'll be back in a little bit. Hopefully, it picks up a little bit of speed now that the market's open, and we'll see if we can get that target up at 60.4 filled. Target filled. All right, got a huge push here from the buyers. It kind of came out of nowhere, but we got that target filled at 60.4, and that took us out. So we got lucky in the sense that at 60.4, it did go up to 60.5. That's why you always want to front run those levels. So the fact that we got filled at 60.4 tells us that that level is being respected. They might try to make another attempt at it just to trap some of the breakout buyers in. But again, I am expecting this to rotate right back to the downside again, just holding this area of consolidation. It does look like they're probably going to try to, hold this previous low low of day area through here at 55.8 if they get back down there. So that would be an area of interest. Again, if it does come all the way back down, then you can look to buy it back up. But for right now, looking for a sell opportunity to go down. Once we go down, look for a buy opportunity to go right back up again. So the overall trade itself, we got long at 56.5. First target took 3 contracts off there at 58.8 for 23 ticks. Second target was at 39 ticks. So what that basically means is 23 at 3 is 69, plus another 39 gives us 108 ticks on the trade, so it's $1,080. And just a beautiful example of a last chance wave off the previous low of day. Nice inside out wave as well. Just kind of multiple patterns stacking up on each other. So that's going to be the trade for today. If you have any questions about it, feel free to send an email to School of Trade. Don't forget to check out our trial at schooloftrade.com. And as always, we'll catch you next time.